Welcome back to my channel Smart Learning, where learning is made simple. In today's video, we are going to see one of the important tricks for making the kids memorize tables 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. If you are my regular follower, I have shared various videos for introducing tables 1 to 5 in a smart way to kids. Having learned tables 1 to 5, the learning of 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 will be relatively simple because we know that the result of m into n is the same as the result of n into m. So having known this concept, when you learn tables 1 to 5, you unknowingly learn the first 5 rows of the tables 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So when you are about to learn the tables 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, you need to just learn the last 5 rows of the table newly. So that is what I have written here. Since we have already learned tables 1 to 5 and since we know this concept, we need not learn the first 5 rows of table 6 to 10 again. So now when you look at these rows, I have written the last 5 rows of table 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. We have already learned table 9 and 10 in our previous videos. I have shared simple tips to remember table 9 and table 10. So again these rows can also be eliminated. Now we are only left with these 9 rows which needs to be learned newly by the kids when they need to learn tables from 6 to 10. So how do we remember these results easily? There are various tricks to remember these results, but in this video I am going to introduce only one trick of using our fingers to find the results of these rows easily. This trick will be really useful for slow learners who feel very difficult to memorize tables and to answer instantly when they are being questioned. Now let's discuss all these 9 rows and find how to obtain the answer by using our fingers. Let's first consider these 3 rows where 6 is being multiplied by 6, 7 and 8. For all these rows, the trick that needs to be followed is by using our fingers. Starting from the little finger, you need to number the fingers in this order as 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and here also you need to number the fingers as 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. This has to be clear for each row. This is going to be the numbering of the fingers. So once that is done, then you need to look at this question. What do we need to find the result of? We need to find the result of 6 sixes are. So this is the finger which has been numbered 6 and this is the finger that has been numbered 6. So you need to just touch those fingers together by rotating your hand. So how many fingers are there including these fingers? There are 2 fingers. So we write down 2. And now you need to find the number of fingers that are to the left of this 6th finger and number of fingers which are on the other side of this finger. So there are 4 fingers here and there are 4 fingers here. You need to multiply 4 into 4, which is nothing but 16, which needs to be written here. Now since this is a 2-digit number, you need to add this 1 to this 2 to get 3 and you write down this 6 here, which becomes the result of 6 into 6, which is nothing but 36. Now when we see the rest of the examples as well, this concept becomes very clear and in a fraction of a second your child can answer easily. So now we need to find what 7 into 6 is. Find the finger that has been numbered 7 on your left hand and the finger which has been numbered 6 on your right hand, and you touch the 7th and the 6th finger together by rotating your hand and find the number of fingers that are in between these fingers, including these fingers as well. So there are 1, 2 and 3 fingers here and you need to write down that 3 and then find the number of fingers that are on the other side of the 7th finger, which is 3, and you need to find the number of fingers that are on the other side of the 6th finger in your right hand, which is 4, and you need to multiply those 2 numbers. You get 12, and since 12 is a 2-digit number, you need to carry over this 1 to this 3 to get the result 42, which becomes the result of 7 into 6. The next one is 8 into 6. So what do? Put up all your fingers with your palm facing towards you. Start numbering from the baby finger on both the hands as 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So when you reach 10, it is the thumb that it's the number 10. So now you need to find what is 8 into 6. So the middle finger of your left hand becomes the 8th finger and the baby finger on your right hand becomes the 6th finger. So you need to touch those two fingers by rotating your hand and find the number of fingers that are in between, including these two fingers as well. So there are 4 fingers which has to be written here, and find the number of fingers that are on the other side of this finger, which is 2, and find the number of fingers that are on the other side of this 6th finger on the right hand, which is 4, and then you need to multiply 2 and 4 to get 8. So when you club these two numbers, you get the result of 8 into 6, which is nothing but 48. So for children who feel very difficult to memorize the tables and to follow the other tricks, this trick becomes easy because they have their fingers ready to find the answers of these rows. After ruling out all the rows, we were left only with 9 rows with 3 rows in each table of 6, 7 and 8. So now, having seen 3 rows of table 6, now we are going to see how to use this trick for multiplying numbers 6, 7 and 8 by 7, which is the part of table 7. We need to follow the trick that we used for multiplying numbers by 6. So here we need to find the result of 6 into 7. So the 6th finger is the little finger and the finger that has been numbered 7 is the index finger of the right hand. And the number of fingers that are in between these fingers, including these two fingers. So the total number of fingers are 3. So we write 3 here, and then we need to find the number of fingers that are on either side of these fingers and write those numbers here and multiply the numbers to get the result, which needs to be written here. If the result is a single digit number, you can just club it with this and write the answer. If it is a 2 digit number like this, then you need to add the 10th digit to this number to find the final result, which is 42, which becomes the result of 6 into 7. Now let's move to the next row, which is 7 into 7. So to find the result of 7 into 7, just rotate your hand and touch the fingers that has been numbered 7 and find the number of fingers that are in between those fingers, including the fingers that has been touched. So the total number is 4, which has to be written here, and count the number of fingers on either side of these fingers and multiply the numbers to get the 1st digit and club both to get 49, which becomes the answer of 7 into 7. The next one is 8 into 7. So you need to rotate your hand and touch the finger that has been numbered 8 and 7 your left and right hand respectively, and find the number of fingers that are between those fingers, including those fingers, to find 5, and count the number of fingers that are on the either side of these fingers and multiply the numbers obtained to obtain the 1st digit of the result, which is 56. Therefore 8 sevens are 56. So finding the results of 6, 7, 8 multiplied by 7 becomes as simple as this when you use your fingers to remember the answers. Now let's see the last 3 rows where 6, 7 and 8 needs to be multiplied by 8. So we need to follow the same trick. Now you can do it along with me since we have discussed 6 examples. You need to find the result of 6 into 8. So you need to touch the little finger on the left hand and middle finger on the right hand. Find the number of fingers between these two fingers, including these fingers also, to find 4, and then find the number of fingers on either side of these fingers and multiply the numbers to get 8. So since both are in a single digit, you can just club the numbers together to obtain the result. And for the next row where 7 needs to be multiplied by 8, you need to touch the index finger of the left hand and the middle finger of the right hand and find the number of fingers that are between these fingers to obtain the 10th digit, and find the number of fingers that are other side of these fingers and multiply and club the numbers together to obtain the result. Finally, when you need to multiply 8 by 8, you need to rotate your hand and touch the middle finger of both the hands and find the number of fingers that are between these fingers, including the finger that has been touched, to find the 10th digit of the result, and then find the number of fingers that other side of the fingers that has been touched and multiply those numbers to obtain the 1st digit of the result. So this is one of the trick where you use your fingers to find the answers of these 9 rows, which are the challenging rows for the kids to memorize when learning the tables 6, 7 and 8. There are various other tricks also to memorize these rows. I will discuss in detail about it when I explain each of the table in my upcoming videos. So for now, I hope these 9 rows would be familiar for the kids to obtain the answer easily by using their fingers. In my upcoming videos, I will explain in detail about table 6, 7 and 8 individually, which will help the kids to have a clear idea of learning the whole table easily. Now let's see the learning outcome. By the end of this video, kids should be able to understand the fact that the results of m into n is the same as n into m, and they should be able to answer instantly when numbers from 6 to 10 is multiplied by 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 by using their fingers. If you have found something useful in this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Smart Learning, and also click the bell icon to get notifications about my upcoming videos.